Aries, sun, moon, or rising. I hope you're having a great time. I hope you're enjoying all this energy. I'm sure you appreciate all these times because I think you're gonna be the leading personalities of the new era, especially if you have Mars in also in Aries or also in Taurus or Moon, if or even Aquarius, Sun, and some other planets there. But we're gonna concentrate on the ascendant Aries, and we're gonna see the energies for February. And but these energies are gonna influence you the whole 2021. Now for you, I think you're gonna lead things because you're gonna be able to tap into the energies and know instinctively what needs to be done in many ways in every house, because you are the ruler of you are the actual rulership of the houses starts with the Aries, and everything is in position, in the right position of rulership with the houses. I don't want to tell you too much details, but this is how it's going to be done. And especially if your ascendant is Aries, you're gonna lead things in the new era. Not just the Aquarian people, but everyone who has Aquarius, a lot of Aquarius on the chart, and Aries people, because they are the first sign and they rule the houses. So we have Venus in Aquarius, we have there the Sun, Mercury, Saturn, Pallas Athena, and Zeus, Jupiter. They're all invisible there, and they're shaking the world. They're sealing the new Aquarian era that started with a great conjunction the 21st of December. These are the same energies, and they are sealed now. Sealed. The new era is sealed for good now in February. These energies are escalating now, and after the 20th, 21st, when Mercury turns direct, new things, new opportunities are going to come up, and the energies are not going to be so harsh as they were in 2020 and January and February until the 20th. All these planets, all the 6 planets, and on the 11th, the new moon is going to also happen there. So there are going to be 6 planets and 7. The moon is going to be in your 11th house. Your 11th house is ruled, but who else but Aquarius? So this is why you're going to lead a lot of things if your ascendant is in Aries. It has to do with teams, friendships, groups, large groups of people, networking, society, trends of society, technology, gadgets, videos and electronics, mass media, networking, social justice, rebellious behaviors and turning things around, humanitarian causes, originality, eccentricity, Saturn events, surprises. These are all ruled by the Aquarius people and the 11th house, and supportive people, older siblings, dream big and our wishes for the future and the dreaming for the future, and science fiction and all things of the future. They're all ruled by the 11th house, and these planets are there for you, Aries. This is why I'm telling you you're gonna rock the world the next 20 years. So until the next conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. And let's see some of the energies that are going to be grounded now here on the plane, on the playing field of 3D. And at the same time, yes, Mars is going to be on a square to all that from Taurus, and this is going to be in your second house. Now the second house has to do with finances and values of any kind. Finances, economics, the physical environment, taste, smells, everything that has to do with all this material and physical experience of the world is ruled by the second house. It has to do with money, income, and self-esteem. Your self-esteem is gonna skyrocket if you work with these energies and with this square. Now, a lot of people are afraid of the squares and the oppositions of the planet, astrologically also, always speaking. But these are the energies that can change your world, can change your perception, can change literally your stars and do new things, so you can have a new self-esteem, a new money income, new sources of income that comes from networking, since it squares the 11th house, who has to do with public and new future things, like imagining new things and applying them into the world, you know. These are all energies that are going to influence you, and you can do a lot of new things, like new businesses, or expand these businesses that you already have. And the second house and the 11th house are going to be very, very important for you, and from those houses you're going to see all the shake-ups, like things that are happening in your world. And since your 11th house is very active, from the 11th house is activated the house on the other side, the 5th house, the house of hobbies, of creativity, because all these planets are gonna emanate all these energies across your horoscope in the fifth house. And it is also the house of children and the house of romance and lovers and people that we love. New people you may meet that are very important. From those new people you may find new love also, and it's gonna be very important to you. So these squares might produce some kind of crisis, so a lot of cleaning up in your chart is going to be needed before everything should be applied, and new space created for all the new things that are going to come into your life. So do some cleaning up, you know, spring cleaning on your life, because a lot of new things are going to come. I mean, mainly your second house of finances, self-esteem and values, and the 11th house of networking and mass media, they're not going to leave you alone. I mean, these squares that are going to continue all 2021, they're going to show you the way of how things are going to work out, and just work with these energies and everything is going to be fine. The new moon is happening on the 11th and 12th of the month. New things, but they're going to be like a lot of backstage things. The new things that are going to begin, they're not going to show up yet because all these planets are invisible. The only visible planet right now is Mars, is your ruler, and this is why you're so happy. And Jupiter and Mercury and Saturn, they're going to be visible after the 21st, around these days. And this is where the new things are going to show up in your world. Everything is going to be like very obscured up until the 21st. And this is the day that Mercury turns direct, and everything and all the action is going to start happening. Up until then, all this energy is gonna escalate like a volcano that doesn't erupt, but all this energies, it's like escalates in a hidden place. I don't know if that means anything to you. I'm sure that it's gonna show up in your world, and you're gonna say, ah, this is what it meant, you know. And on the 18th, the Sun enters Pisces on your 12th house, and Aphrodite is going to follow the Sun there on the 25th. And it's going to be a lot of help, and a lot of light is going to be shown in hidden enemies. This is what the 12th house is all about. It's all about hidden enemies, past life trauma or childhood trauma, and any kind of trauma and karma that needs to be cleared and thrown away, so that spring cleaning, even in the 12th house, frenemies are going to show up. And this kind of energy I see there for you, Aries people. Because the 12th house has to do a lot of all these things with completions, with it also has to do with hospitals, take care of your health and therapy. Perhaps you're gonna heal some wounds of the past at last, or you're gonna be getting into this procedure into this process for some while, and because there's going to be a lot of light, and you're going to see it like clearly, and you're going to see, oh my God, why didn't I see it earlier, you know? And just keep in mind to write down everything that you see. You might be dreaming a lot and have a lot of imagination also, and a lot of things with this all this Aquarius energy, all this wind energy. You might have these excellent ideas and you may forgot them, and it's such a shame, because they can be implemented and applied and have a lot of gaining, because the 11th house is the also a financial house. It gains from networking. Actually, the 11th house, like the second is like gains from work, from what I do. The 11th is like gains from networking. So from people and, you know, from social media activities and stuff like that. And what else can we say? On the 27th, there's a full moon in Virgo. It's in your 6th house. Now, the 6th house, it has to do a lot with work, the work environment, the everyday routine. You may start some new workouts also. It has to do a lot with working out and health routines. Some health issue that you may have may also come to light, and you're gonna see, this is how I'm going to heal it, this is how I'm going to deal with it. And there's a lot of people here. So yeah, there's a lot of healing, because both the 12th and the 6th house is going to be activated in February. So a lot of healing. Both houses have to do with healing, have to do with health. So let's see how this will turn out for you, and how you're gonna find ways to heal things that are perhaps they were lingering there and you couldn't find a way how to deal with that thing, like a new fitness program and diet, some more exercise, some more healthier habits in your everyday routine could also be helpful if you have you struggle with these issues. Also, maybe you may decide to do some clearing also in your some detoxing in your body as well. So let's see how all these energies are gonna manifest in your reality, in your 3D. There's a lot of people actually for people. At the beginning of the month, you may be traveling also with the Eight of Cups. There's a shift of energies also. Something is shifting. It's gonna shift inside of you because everything is invisible now, and you want to move, you want to leave, you want to escape something, I think. But there might be some escapism also, or the need to say, like, I want to go somewhere, like disappear from the face of earth, And we have the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the King of Cups, and the King of Wands. Like, you have a lot of people around you. And people, what are all they asking of you? Let's see. So let's see for Aries, what is happening. Yeah, you're moving, and you're strategizing also around that. There's a Queen of Swords here that for some Aries people, there is a tendency to strategize how to live a relationship, possibly a divorce. This lady is quite determined here. Making plans, like in hidden things about living the premises. Now she may be Libra, an Aquarius person, or also a Gemini person, but it's like she's in her head a lot. This is the energy. She's in her head and is planning how to live a situation, like a marriage or a relationship, or a job, or something, some other situation that she's not interested in. Or you may, Aries, is doing that, and you're planning how to leave a situation behind, and possibly a lady or some other woman is involved. If you are a woman, Aries, it's you're planning to leave the situation, and you are planning it, but you're not saying anything to anyone. It's like you're planning it in secret right now, or you're making plans in secret right now. For the Queen of Pentacles, right next here, we see the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. There is a lack of money, or some kind of a loss of something. If it's an emotional thing, it's like mostly I feel like I'm abandoned and I'm being left outside in the cold, and such an emotion, and it has to do a lot with when the Five of Wands appears in such a thing. It's like more like of a karmic situation, that is an abandonment of some kind, of an abandonment of self, you know. And there's a lot of, it's like a circle of things that coming into an end, a karmic cycle that is ending, and it's burned for good. Like you're leaving the rope and you're saying, I'm not holding up to it anymore, because it makes me feel like I'm an outcast. It makes me feel like I'm all alone out there in the snow, and I'm burning this bad karma, I'm burning this cycle, and I leave it behind. This is what it is, I think, for some of you. For the King of Pentacles here, this might be like a Taurus or Capricorn or a Virgo person. He feels entrapped, and he feels that he has a lot of burden inside of him, or on him also, and he's entrapped. But in reality, every way that we are tied up, we did it to ourselves. Perhaps there is an aspect of you, like a professional kind of aspect, that is, you feel that you have a lot of burden, and everything is so oppressing on you, and they don't leave you alone. Like everyone wants something from you. Like so many people around you, they want something from you. This is the energy that I get. I don't know where this energy is coming from. Like so many people are like the King of Swords, let's say. He's a rigid person. He's like in finances, and he says, oh my God, what are we gonna do with money? But in reality, there is help. Like, you don't have an issue with money, but he's also, it's like he's nagging about money. He's rigid. He's like, oh my God, let's see these numbers, and let's see, what is this energy that I'm getting here? The King of Cups has lost his pleasure in life, but he wants some kind of a victory. He's thinking of something else. He's victorious, but he's not happy. You may be Aries, in some way, in some aspect of your life, you are victorious, but in some other aspect, you have lost your pleasure in life. And for the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands, like you're on fire with something, like a new project, something is coming up. If it's love, you're going for it. If it's a new business, you're going for it. If it's something that it's a new person that is very fiery energy, Leo, Sagittarius, or another Aries, for some ladies, Aries out there. Or if you are a man listening, you're on fire on something. Let's see if it's, even if it's love, or even if it's finances and your job, it's gonna be fine. There's a Princess of Swords, a new person. There's something elusive about this person. Another Leo woman. So you're gonna meet a new person also. If you are a man, and for a lady out there, she's gonna meet another fire sign, like another Aries, another Leo possibly. And it's gonna be a lot of firing up the place, you know. It's gonna be so much passion there. So these are the energies, but let's see some advice cards. These are the main energies though. There's a lot of people around you, Aries, that, or some of these energies are like different aspects of yourself. Like here you feel that you are depressed, oppressed by all the burdens, worries that they are around you. You know, when you have like the 10 of Wands on your back, the only way you can deal with this is like, I'm dropping it all and see which one is mine and what I can delegate or give to the appropriate person, because there's no way all of these wants are yours, you know. All these burdens are not yours. Sometimes we think that we're helping someone by lifting all the wands, but in reality we are not helping him, because he needs to take responsibility as well. It's not a good karma either for you or for him, because he needs to elevate himself, and to do that he has to carry his own wands, you know. So spread the wands here and there. They're not all yours. Man holding a heart, a new man for Lady Aries out there, or if you are for a gentleman out there that is Aries, he's all there you're all there wanting to give your heart somewhere, but there's a lot of, you know, constrictions. The same card here, you know, all tied up. These are boundaries that we have set for ourselves, usually, most of the time. We have tied up ourselves most of the time. The second chakra of Archangel Ariel says that the second chakra needs to be healed. This is the sacred chakra or sex chakra. Needs some healing, needs some, you know, working to do with that. There's a lot of traumas in relationships. This is what we usually damages or closes or blocks the sex chakra. So you have to deal with this, Aries, and so that you can enter a new relationship that is a yin-yang balanced relationship. This is a very good sign of a new union that is very, very good to you, and with a lot of fire energy. What else could it be with Aries, you know? So these are the cards for Aries, and hope you enjoy them. Hope you enjoy February, and see you next month.